What's up? This is DJ Valoramous. In today's DJ tutorial, I want to provide an overview of the preparation steps that I took to complete and DJ the United States Marine Corps birthday ball in 2019 in Quantico, Virginia. So I'll be discussing the reconnaissance and the preparation that I took in order to successfully complete this gig. So before I begin discussing the preparatory steps that I took to execute and DJ the United States Marine Corps birthday ball in 2019, I will display a few photos along the way so you gain an understanding of what this venue looked like and how the night proceeded. So the first step that I had to do was reconnaissance, and that is reconnaissance of the venue. Now, you may not always have access to the venue in advance of a gig. Maybe it's on the other side of the country, maybe it's really far away, and you will physically not be able to physically lay eyes on that particular venue. But at a minimum, you must be doing a Google Map reconnaissance, you must be doing a website reconnaissance, you must be contacting the venue itself, doing a telephonic reconnaissance. But you need to be doing this because you don't want to be shocked when you arrive on game day in order to DJ. So you need to understand the setup that's inside, you need to understand the size of the space, you need to understand how many folks are expected to be in attendance during the gig. You need to understand where the speakers may be set up if you're plugging into their sound system. You need to know where you're going to be setting up. You need to know the length between possibly the mixing board and your DJ setup, because you may need to bring the proper length of cables. So these are all things that you're going to be thinking about in advance of the gig. And in my case, what I did is I did not physically see the venue in advance, but everything that I just mentioned, I did. I conducted a telephonic interview with the employees and also the managers at this facility. And I also conducted a Google Maps recon to where I was able to see pictures and reviews of the actual venue space in advance. And then I also communicated with the individual that hired me in order to understand what was there on site. So when I came in, I already knew that there was going to be 4 full range 15-inch JBL wedding speakers. I knew there was going to be a mixer, and I knew there was going to be a table set up. So at that point, I knew that I could bring my system there, and as long as I had all the proper connector cables, I would be able to plug into the actual mixer that was there. So everything worked out because I did that reconnaissance in advance, and that was what made the gig so successful. The second thing you need to do is get all your paperwork in order. So you will need to sign a proper contract, and you want both individuals, both parties to sign this contract. You will need to ensure that your insurance is set up in advance, and you will need to ensure that you communicate with the individual that hired you so you are prepared to play the proper music that venue, that event, that organization, that company, that unit, whatever you're DJing, whoever you're DJing for, that you play the music that they expect. So in my case, I was given explicit instructions to only play clean music. And if you know anything about modern music today, there are a lot of curse words in a lot of the music that is being released today on top 40 and in hip hop. And so I had to really scrub my crates, my DJ crates, in order to ensure that the songs that I was playing did not omit any curse words. And this was a bit of a tedious process because I did not want to embarrass myself when I arrived on site, and I was surprised when I played a song that had a curse word in it. So that is another preparation step you have to do before a private event. So if you're stepping in from the public space to the private space, these are things that you don't necessarily think about if you are playing the same gig weekend in and weekend out as a public bar club DJ. When you're moving to the private event space, oftentimes you're constricted with what you can play. Sometimes you're given a track list. If you're playing at a wedding, that bride, that groom may play or may give you an exact list of songs that you need to play. But when you're playing out in public, you don't think about these things. And then you're also having to cater to a wider range of folks and a much wider demographic at private events usually, because there may be a wide range of ages, of generations, and you are trying to cater to a broader section of folks to where you may need to play more of a well-rounded open format set. Whereas if you're playing at a very niche venue that, say, only plays trance music or only plays house or hip hop music, you can really specialize in that music. But when you're playing at a private event, you will need to have a much more diverse arsenal of tunes in order to satisfy the requirements of that gig. So there you have it. That's my tutorial on the preparation steps that I took to DJ the United States Marine Corps birthday ball in 2019 in Quantico, Virginia. If you think I'm forgetting something, please leave in the comments below. And if you like this content, like to see more, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.